Which week is this? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today is day 472. Yeah, I just checked. We are here in Shenzhen. I arrived yesterday. This is my little nice apartment. It's quite small, nothing crazy, because the idea is to just go to WeWork every day. And I would have done that as I did for the past 10 days. But this week is the Chinese New Year week, so WeWork is closed. I checked this yesterday when I arrived in Shenzhen, and after I checked it, I was like, all right, I'm retarded. I literally thought that for at least 30 minutes, and then I said, fuck it, at this point I'm here. It's all right, at least the weather is really good. As you can see, there are like 20 degrees. There is the sun, so it's really nice. The area is really good. So it's a really good place. Anyway, it's way better in this case for me than Hangzhou. And I mean, in 1 week, the WeWork will open again. This week, I'll just go to cafes. I'll work a little bit from here. It's a little bit worse, of course. It's probably less locked in, but it's still all right. I can still make it out. I can still push it as I did in Cape Town at the end of the day. Anyway, I'm Gabriel. In this videos, I just document my journey from 0 to 1, I guess. I'm still trying to figure out what that 0 to 1 means, but for me, it's all about improving. It's like a 0 to 1 in terms of getting better at things every day, showing up and really trying to get better. So this is kind of the point of this channel, and in these videos I just document this because I know that it will be valuable, if not for some people as I hope, at least it will be valuable for me. So I will look back at these videos, to be honest, like I already do. When I feel down, sometimes I just look back at other periods of my life, and I just like to having this backlog where I can just go on my channel and see, all right, where I was there, what I was thinking, what was my thought process, what was I doing, like what was my routine and shit like this. What I'm doing right now is launching a new brand, Vitaglow. It's doing like shit, honestly. I'm losing money on ads. I'm not going viral and it's not making sales. I'm trying different things. On the other side, I'm still working on all the organic part of Exchange Life. So this brand right here, which is like mini flag charms, is custom jewelry, and it's pretty cool, learning a lot, definitely. Now let's get into these past 2 weeks, because they've been pretty intense, especially in Hangzhou. I have had 1 week really intense in Hangzhou, and now it's going better. I don't have to take the foot off the gas because I feel like this is what I did today. I was not that locked in. I was not that focused. I was kind of going on and off on things. I was slow. I guess it's all right. It's just me adapting also to the new place. So I just take it from here and push it farther in the next days, like adapting my routine and yeah, just crush it. I mean, as I always say in other clips that you will see after this, I am really fucking up a lot, both on Vitaglow and both on Exchange Life. Learning a lot, definitely, but really failing at lots of things, just shit not working, me not having the right thought processes. Like one big example I can give that I just noticed, all right, this is kind of like retarded. This one creator from Exchange just wanted to stop working with us because it takes more than what we actually said in the beginning. And it is kind of normal that it takes a little bit more in the beginning, and then also our inputs maybe could have done better, could have done quicker. But this is not the point, because this girl said this and I just sent 2 messages very random, like they were not good. Definitely. Tristan, which is the founder of Exchange, have asked me, oh, is this how you're gonna handle it? Like, this is kind of like retarded. He didn't say it. So he sent me what he sent, and it's like this huge kind of 2-3 messages just explaining why it's taking longer now, addressing all the objections that she might have, and telling her why she should push forward this point. Other learnings on things like this, just still realizing that I myself don't go as deep as like other people go. And I'm trying to understand, it's probably just because I'm lazy, to be honest. It's probably just taking away the laziness and say, all right, there is this thing to do. Let's do it now. Let's do it well. So it's kind of done. And then it's not done. It's not that like you finish it and you complete it and you get it out of your head. No, because then you have to keep nurturing it, let's say, or keep replying to the messages. But it's still like going deep on the thing that I am not doing that well. Maybe, yes, I'm doing it more than before, but I can do it even better. I'm really trying to get better quick at this, because I am getting better, but I can make it quicker if I just put more thought behind each thing and not being like mentally lazy. So big thing for me, this is something I really need to keep working on, keep improving on, and gonna get there, definitely. For Vitaglow, I'm gonna leave you at the next clips that really go deeper into what I can go deeper right now into. because they also show kind of like the emotions of the moment. I'm learning a lot on there as well. I've had another call with this guy called Nathan. I also speak about him in the next clips. He is helping me out a lot, like just giving me directions, even on the most dumbest questions that I might have. So I really, again, I appreciate that. It's really cool to have someone that also can help you like that. And I really appreciate that of him. Learning a lot, failing, failing, not seeing results, losing money. And what I can say more that maybe I didn't say in the next clips is that I don't feel urgency. I didn't want to say it like this, but I really just don't feel urgency, even though I actually do feel urgency. But I'm losing money, but it doesn't really affect me. Like, okay, I'm losing money. What does this mean? Like, I can still put in more. One thing I was about to do today is like change the price of the filter because I'm changing offer, but the new price of the filter doesn't match the other offer that is live. So I changed it and then I realized, and I was about to come back home because the Starbucks was closing. So I just pull out my computer and I adjust the price back to what it was originally. But in my head, it was like, oh, should I even bother? Yes, you should bother, because even though maybe like it's not driving conversions, still it's better to have the offer like just nailed as it is than breaking it down because you changed the price. Like, it's small things like this that I need to go more into details and always be careful of and be more on point. I am about to crash out. I've been here for the past 7 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours of good work, and I'm starting to itch a little bit. I haven't eaten lunch. It's 21 hours that I don't eat food. Not really that hungry. Like, yes, I'm hungry, but not so much. I think I'm gonna stay here another 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then just go to eat because I'm fucking tripping right now. And then I'm coming back here to work, which is good. I need to work on Vitaglow. I haven't worked on Vitaglow yet. Just started in the past hour or so. So let's get into this. This is the WeWork. Hey guys and girls. I've basically only worked. I haven't really recorded or done anything, to be honest. Worked, went to the gym, finally went back to the gym. And I like it, to be honest. That's how I like it. Today I'm a little bit down because I'm a little bit pissed off with myself because I've worked basically all day. Like, let's say I have put in about 10 hours of really good work. Like today I didn't eat lunch to just keep working properly. I went and eat dinner at like 7 p.m., but I did a 22 hours fast, which for me like gives me such mental clarity, and it's insane how much good work I can put in when I don't eat lunch in this case. But I think it's also not necessarily beneficial because then I have a huge crash down, and like the work that I do after is not necessarily the best work. So I'm not really sure, like I don't do this every day, of course, and I don't think I should do this every day because otherwise I would burn out probably pretty quick, even though I don't think burnout isn't necessarily a thing. Like I think it's just more made up as a thing. But yeah, today I worked a lot. I feel like I've worked more than what I've actually worked, which makes me wonder if the hours that I actually worked were really good. So it makes me feel like I've worked more than I actually worked. Or if it's because I worked better than I will work on the other days, which is not really the best option. Figuring this out, I can only make guesses in this case, even though I can still split test things. So I don't know, maybe try putting this type of work, maybe divide it into 2 sessions of like 5 hours and 5 hours instead of 8 hours in a row and then 2 hours. It could be an option. It means that I need to wake up earlier. Yeah. Second point of today is that I'm pissed off with myself because I didn't approach girls. Like I only approached one, but it was not a good approach. So I'm not going out with the right intention. Like the intention is, hey, I think you're pretty, let's hang out. I'm not doing that. I'm just not going with the intention of hanging out. And you can see that probably because I'm not getting any girls. In this channel, I talk about whatever the fuck. So in this case, I include also girls. I want to push myself on the things that I'm really bad at. And one of these things is actually talking to people and especially talking to girls. So when I put myself a goal, like the goal today was to find a date again for tomorrow, and I miss it, I piss at myself, like I'm pissed off at myself for a good reason. I mean, it's good. I failed in the fucking daily goal. I just think that I'm a pussy in this case. So this is why I'm pissed off at myself because I think that I'm a pussy. Maybe that's not right to say. I don't really care. That's just how I feel, how I set myself, like the standards that I want to have. Like I want to get better at that as well. And I can't be a fucking pussy at approaching girls. This is what average people are, like average guys are, or even like average guys are probably better than me at this, so I'm below average on this, so this is why I have to fucking level up. Anyway, besides this, today I worked on a bunch of things for Exchange Life, moved forward on a bunch of things, took some time, maybe too long. In the past 4 days I've put more hours than I would expect into changing something for Exchange Life that you could argue takes way less time. For some reason it took me a shit ton of time, like hours and hours. I think I did a mistake into just relying on AI instead of putting first my thought behind it, come up with examples, and then give it to AI to just expand these examples. The interesting thing instead, yesterday I had a call with a guy that I know, Nathan. He has a cool brand in Australia, and he gave me some tips in terms of offer. To be honest, maybe I've been naive on this. I always thought that details don't really matter in the beginning. You just have to start. And I think this is true. I still believe that it is true. But there is a point where even though you started maybe months ago and there is still no results, like maybe one of the reasons why there are not results is because you didn't optimize or like didn't go into details with the thing that you did like in the beginning to just start. And it's like small things that maybe take you one afternoon to fix, but then they are done for like the next couple of months simply because again you're getting started. Then when you get to the point where you actually get traffic and things, then you optimize these things. What I'm talking specifically this time is offer and website. So today I just spent a couple of hours optimizing the offer, optimizing the website, making a coupon with free gifts, seeing how it goes, always based on the suggestion given by Nathan. So I really appreciate that. Getting better at this. But I need to make more videos. I need to make more ads. I need to make more organic videos. I need to make more. And I'm not doing that. Yeah. Just got my little order. But yeah, I was saying that I really need to go more into details. This is something I'm learning really with Exchange Life. The founder, Tristan, really like points this out, how if you go into details, like it's gonna be way harder for the competition to catch up, and like you're just gonna add up every single detail and it's gonna make your brand way better in the long run. Like this is more thinking long term, I guess. So it's 1:20 a.m. in the morning, maybe 1:30. Just came back from the gym. Today I just spent it at WeWork. Was just working for from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. I took like 3 hours to make about 2 variations of comparison ads for Vitaglow. I feel like it took too long. Like maybe I'm gonna show you tomorrow the results, but I feel like it took too long. It is what it is. At least they are there. I'm gonna test them out. And also today I actually made a video with AI that looks real. Like it looks like a talking head video. I sent it to my big scary friend. I told him, yo, we just hired a new creator. And he said, nice. Which means that I think he didn't recognize that it was AI. And this is really good. Now I asked him to confirm that he didn't recognize that. This is gonna help me out so much in making these videos, and I'm gonna show you as well how I make them. Like it's very easy. Just use one software and it's actually really quick to make as well. Last update actually. Still working a lot on improving myself on Exchange Life. I feel like I'm still shit. I feel like I never get things right. So I just need to improve and be on top of things every single fucking day, because it's like I let it slip off for 2 days and I don't have control over it anymore. But then when I review and be on it every day, I feel like I don't need to. This is something I'm thinking about right now because it's something I'm struggling with. Today I got 2 messages of like 2 editors that decided to resign in a row. So now I'm wondering, were the instructions for the new videos that we're making too much? Or like, did I raise the bar too high for what are the expectations? Because I gave like a shit ton of revisions simply because I feel like before I let it slack a little bit, like I let the videos slip off a little bit because there was so much output. So I was like, oh, I need to review these videos, but I was not putting my whole self into reviewing the videos. While now it's like, all right, the video doesn't just need to be good. The clips are there, the headlines are there, the sounds are there. If this is not a fucking really good video, like you have to remake it, you have to change this, change that. So I was just being very strict on that. Everyone, last week, actually this week, I had lots of clarity issues, I guess, on how to move forward for Vitaglow. I didn't really know what to do, how to go about it, and still right now, I don't fully know how to go about it. But I wanted to tell you what I did to just like have a little bit more clarity, at least for the next steps. So I know how to move forward for the next steps. I know which kind of videos I'm gonna make next, which is all it matters right now, right? So yesterday I had kind of a deeper down, I guess. I was like, all right, what the fuck do I do now? Like it's nothing is working. What the fuck should I even do? And this friend called me, just told me, I mean, bro, you'll figure it out. So I just took that and went back to the drawing board, as people say. So I started watching certain YouTube videos about how to make ads, about how to go about this. And then I went back to the Evolve course and I watched back some of the modules there to kind of understand, all right, which direction do they say that it's good to follow? I clarified something with myself that before were not clear, and now I know how to move forward. And because of the fact that I also found out how to make talking heads videos with AI, I also have more of a clear direction in which format I can go more for and like test out more, which is really good as well. Because before I felt stuck also in terms of which format can I make. While it's not really something I should be stuck of, because there are so many. One thing I've noticed is that I kind of messed it up in terms of core desire. I went from the core desire of like being a traveler to the sub-desire, sub-avatar of eczema, and then all the sub-avatars of eczema. This is kind of the wrong way to go about it, I guess. I narrowed it down too much. What I've done now is like having the core desire of dry skin, like fixing dry skin, let's say, not having dry skin anymore after showering, which is something I suffer as well. So I need to change my filter because I'm using one which is like 4 months old, so it doesn't really work anymore. So right now, like the main core desire is dry skin, which is bigger, is something that other brands are going for. Around that, I'm making like all the different sub-desire. So dry skin, eczema, baby eczema. All right, we got that. I don't know what's the next one gonna be, but I do believe the baby eczema one is the one that I should really focus on and go deep into, because there is another brand crushing it about it. It's a sub avatar small enough that it's not like so broad, and I should go more for like sub avatars instead of going for the broad desire itself. So that's something I'm figuring out. And then on the other side, I'm like making content to compare carbon filters with vitamin C filters, and like explaining how ours are better, like works better in certain circumstances, and how they do things better than carbon filters, for example. So these are the two angles that I'm going for. One is really like product aware, so the market already knows, like it's already using a filter, but the idea is that they switch to a better solution. And the other one is more always niched, but a little bit more broad, because it's for people who have like babies that have eczema. All right, how do you fix that? Well, filtering the water really helps. So try that first. It's like problem aware, but they don't know that there is a solution and a product to the problem. So this is what I'm gonna do. Today is the last day here in Hangzhou, and I'm moving to Shenzhen into the sun.
Brand damaging depending on your keywords.
Hi everyone, arrived in China, Hangzhou. This is my hotel. I didn't even take an apartment this time. And I think the coolest part of this hotel is that you can literally open the door and like go out. There are whole LEDs here. And then there is a little bit of view. Not much from here, some LEDs there. To be honest, I'm not gonna stay here more than 10 days probably. I have this hotel booked until the 13th, so it's exactly 10 days. And then I'm probably just gonna go to Shenzhen, both because I want the good weather and both because, yeah, I want the good weather. It makes a big difference for me having like good weather, sun, good temperature. So I don't see why I should stay in a city longer than 10 days. I know this is pure consumism because I want to get a little gift for my parents. I'm getting positive turtle and then a positive potato. And I agree, this is pure consumism. I just wanted to send them a little gift. Yeah. I suppose this is kind of it for the week. One last thing I wanted to leave you with is a couple of things that I've wrote down. I'm writing down things on like a WhatsApp group chat with myself. It's like a group chat only with myself, so it's just writing down things. I was considering doing this on Twitter as other people are doing, but then I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, for now I'm just doing it like this. I wrote down a couple of things. One is actually pretty old. It's like January 21st, and it's pain is constant in life, but suffering is not. Suffering is a choice. I've heard this from a podcast that Alex Hormozy did with Tony Robbins, like his last podcast, I think. And Tony Robbins just said this, and if you think about it, it just makes sense. Like pain, yes, is constant. You can't really decide it. But suffering, I guess, is more mental. So you can actually decide whether it happens or not, or even if it's not mental, like even if you're experiencing pain physically, you can still decide kind of not to suffer. Think about it, when you take a cold shower, like it's painful, but realistically, you can decide to suffer more and suffer less. Like, oh, this is super cold. Oh my gosh, I can't make it. Or you go down and you're like there in pain, but still, I don't know, controlling your breath. So you suffer less, I guess. This is my take on it, of course, but I just like that you can choose whether to suffer or not. And I'm really trying to apply it to my life, even though it's still hard because you're suffering. Like, it's still like, oh, let me remove the suffering. It's not necessarily the easiest thing ever, but I feel like doing it slowly with every single occasion that you have to do it, that you can do it with, slowly builds you and trains your brain to just get used to it, and then kind of like being able to choose the suffering, there will be, of course, events where it's just gonna hurt a lot. Other thing I wrote down for Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. I would have endless opportunities of job here in China. Small, medium companies will pay me to make content for them, or most importantly, I'm sure they would pay me for directing the communication of content in the West. Especially since more and more e-commerce Chinese companies are getting onto TikTok Shop US, but they are dog shit compared to the US because they don't know how to communicate well with their content. So this is something I've noticed with one of the guys that I've met in Hangzhou. They run this TikTok shop brand in the US, and to be honest, they could do way better because they don't really know how to go about content. Like, they know the basics, but to be honest, they don't recognize what is good content and what is not. Even them offered me a job to like make content for them. So I think this is a really big point. Like, if you're starting right now, maybe getting into content is one of the best thing ever, because there are so many opportunities about making content. And again, the cool thing about learning how to make content is that then you apply it with everything. Like, I was trying to explain this also to another friend who is making like content, but probably doesn't really see the value in making content, or like the value of learning really well this skill. Is that then you can apply it for everything, like just changing it up. I don't know, you start making YouTube videos, all right, let me apply it there too. Like, of course, these YouTube videos are not gonna go viral because they are so boring. Like, it's just me talking for 20-40 minutes. Like, it's very boring clips and very niched. But if you know how to make content for TikTok, you apply the same principles for YouTube. It's just like extended, and yes, maybe something changes, but the core principles are there. So learning the skill of making content is a really big one. Last thing that I wrote down, and this is actually recent because I wrote it down today, is February 15th to 2026 today. Every time I watch a video about a monk talking, I want to go down that path. Not becoming a monk, but living a life of awareness in accordance with nature and slow. On the other side, I want to see how much I can push myself and achieve. Not giving up and wondering later on in life if I could have made it if I just kept pushing a little bit more. I wonder if there's a sweet spot where I can do both. So this is kind of my reflection for today, because I didn't necessarily feel down today, but I didn't feel focused. And I was watching some monk videos about Buddhism and stuff like this. I just like it sometimes. This actually happened very randomly. I was looking like how to let go videos, and just happened this one from Buddhism. And again, every time I see a monk talking, it's like I admire these people. I admire that kind of life. And then I probably idealize it in the way that I would like it to be, so that it's so easy also being a monk, which is not, because there are some painful things that you have to do as a monk. You're still going down a path of like letting go of material things and stuff. So definitely not so easy in everything. It's really something that I don't really even know myself how to fix, or not necessarily fix, but how to go about it. Because again, I'm not gonna become a monk now, because I just know that if I did, I would be happy probably for 1 year or something, or even longer. But then I feel like I would end up wondering, but if I pushed a little bit more, could I have done it also down that path? And it would hit me alive if I had that thought in mind. So I really just first want to figure out if I can make it. And I know that I can make it. Like, it's not a question if I can make it or not, but it's also kind of proving it to myself with the results, and not always wondering, oh, can I get there? In this case, it's really material. So, oh, can I build a big brand, for example? And this is still like material. It's about material things. But I guess the point of living life slower and more in accordance with nature could be possible, but it would be way harder to do, especially because, again, like, you have to put in so much work, especially at the phase that I'm in right now. But even in the future, I'm sure you just have to put so much work in. How can you allow yourself to live a slow life? I don't have any issue right now putting in the work, putting in the time, the effort to build this up, because I feel like this is what I need to do right now. On the other side, I feel like this is what I need to do because of society and like norms that you have to fucking be successful on a materialistic level. So this is the part that I don't like. But I'm realistically like working on this right now because I want to see how far can I go. Even though I know that I can go far, it's still about, oh yeah, I know it, I'm delusional about it, and then I don't do shit about it. Or I actually try and put in and see how actually gonna push this. This must be one of the sickest Haas Pepsi that I found. It's for the Chinese New Year, as you can see, the horse. It's pretty dope. I saw it, I just had to buy it. Like, whoa. It's so cool. I'll wrap it up here. This was it for day 472 here from Shenzhen. Next video will still be here from Shenzhen. I'm gonna stay here for the next, I guess, like 2 weeks or so, a little bit more. I really appreciate you for watching. And now let's get back to work. See you guys.